Hi folks, welcome to IT Rockstars. My name is Scott Miller. Welcome to the daily video. It's a pretty cold one today, depending on where you are in the world that is. Up here, Aberdeen, Scotland, -10 tonight. Chicago, Illinois, -30. Yeah, so it really depends where you are in the world, how cold it is. So I kind of, at this stage in the year, I kind of wish I was in the southern hemisphere. I certainly know that yeah, I know my family in the States, they must be freezing their backsides off just now. So I'm kind of lucky just to have it -10. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to just talk a little bit about what is known as a lead magnet. And if you run an IT business or a managed service business, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about some of the type of lead magnets that you can be putting out there to help other business owners and why you might want to actually do that. But before I get into the whole thing of what the lead magnet is and why you might want to put one out there, just to tell you, IT Rockstars website is itrockstars.co.uk. We help IT companies and managed service providers generate more qualified leads. We do that using a 3-step formula. So the third step within that formula is the lead magnet. So I'm just going to show you a quick little overview of what the formula is, and then we're going to delve deep into lead magnets for IT companies. So if you run an IT company, these lead magnets should be good for you. And I'm going to be referencing a book I wrote last year. It has some examples of lead magnets within it. So I'm repurposing my content here. Let me just bring up the screen. Hey, John, how you doing? He's watching live on Facebook. Okay, cool. I always get distracted when there's comments. We can bring John up in this comment. There's John in his comments. He's in nice Florida, where it's probably a lot warmer than other parts of the world. Okay, cool. Take him away now. Okay, let's get into this. You can tell I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, there we go. We should have my Chrome browser up. So the 3-step formula is as follows. You build an audience online. So if you run an IT business, you want to connect with your target market online. Best place to do that is LinkedIn. So connecting with the right types of businesses that need IT support, managed services, connecting with the owners of those businesses or the IT decision makers. We show you how to do that at IT Rockstars. That's the first step within the formula. Then you educate that audience and provide goodwill. Now, the reason that you want to educate them is because you will be helping them out by educating them about all things IT and technology. When you do that, you start to build some goodwill just by showing them how to do stuff. But you also build some trust. And when you start to build that trust, people are more likely to buy from you. The third step to the formula is the lead magnet. So that is basically something on your website that people have to go to. Ideally, your audience, your targeted audience, have to go to download some material. And that material can be some sort of media. It can be a PDF, it can be a video, it can be a guide, it can just be a checklist or even an Excel document. And it's something that they really want. In their head, this is going to solve a lot of their problems. So you kind of have to get into the mode of, what's going to solve business owners' problems in their business when it comes to IT and technology. So IT Rockstars, what we do here is we actually help with the sort of second step in the formula. So it's educating the audience. We do that by providing content for you guys. We provide 4 articles every month. But we also provide a lead magnet every month in the form of usually an infographic or a PDF. So what makes a good lead magnet for an IT business to provide other local businesses? So here I'm reading off my book. Let me bring it back to myself here. Here we go. Let's hide that little. That's not what I want. There we go. So cool. So cool. I love technology. So yeah, I'm reading off my book here. So here's a list of some handy lead magnets to get you thinking. So these are to get you thinking more than anything else. And as I say, you can go off and create your own lead magnets, but we provide you with one every month at IT Rockstars. So a downloadable checklist. So here is an example of a downloadable checklist. So there's maybe a business owner that's recently been hit by email phishing, or maybe they just want to protect their staff from email phishing attempts. So the downloadable checklist would be 10 steps to avoiding email phishing. And you would create a PDF with the 10 steps, host that on your website, and then you put a lead capture form. So when they download it, they have to obviously fill in their contact details first. Cheat sheet. 8 awesome Office 365 hacks. So now I know a lot of businesses now use Office 365. It's very common. There is obviously Google Apps as well. You could do half and half. You could have a top 10 list, 5 for Google Apps or G Suite, sorry, and 5 for Office 365. So that's a cheat sheet, and that can be shared around the office. It's maybe some practical tips on driving some efficiencies. Next one I've got up here is a template. So password and cybersecurity policy template. So that's, back in the past 5-10 years ago, every business usually has its IT policy or its, mobile policy or anything like that. But just in the last couple of years, cybersecurity has become a big risk. So there really needs to be a policy for businesses on their password and cybersecurity stuff. So you could write a template, and then, that template can be shared as part of a lead magnet. And that's really going to help out someone like an office manager that's been told we need to come up with this policy. They don't know where to start. They're going to go and start Googling something. But if you can provide that, post that on your LinkedIn, and you'll find you'll start to get downloads off of it, or you'll get interactions. You can post it directly to LinkedIn if you wanted. You'll get likes and comments on it. Next up, we've got the IT Pro Toolkit. Okay. Find out what tools the IT pros use and why. And this would be almost like just I would put this in maybe even just a video. And it could just be you just showing your screen like what I'm doing now, about the tools that you use. So you could go into your RMM solution, you could go into your backup solution, any of these types of solutions that are not customer facing. You could give them a little sort of sneak preview. And you could tell them exactly what the tool is used for and how it's going to help their business. So that's just another little idea for you there. Okay, next up we've got is the resource list. Okay, this is a really easy one to do. And this gets shared quite a lot, especially if you put this on your website. You'll find that other marketing agencies that are maybe doing marketing for IT companies will be going, oh, we need to get a hold of some similar resource list. So they might point a link to your site. So here's an example of a resource list. Top 10 go-to places for hardware and software. So that one's that's probably not the best title for that. But there's I guess thinking about it, yeah, maybe you're reselling the hardware yourself. So maybe you're supplying the desktops and laptops. But there's maybe the small peripherals, sorry. So it's little things like mice, lightning cables, USB cables. You don't want to supply that stuff. It just takes up too much time. It's too much admin. So you would maybe list, the best places to get those type of items. Or, maybe you don't supply computers and desktops. You can maybe go into great detail on the best places to get that stuff in your area or in your country. Okay, next up, we've got just a simple spreadsheet here. Spend less on technology with this IT budget spreadsheet. So it's basically how to budget your IT for the coming year, for the year. And that's a really good one. It's like, how do you budget for it? Well, I guess the way I would start with that in the spreadsheet would be maybe put it on a per user basis. So you're gonna have to budget for, a depreciation of your desktop, maybe over a 3 or 5 year period, depreciation of your servers, depreciation of company mobiles, that type of thing. And that can help you build a budget out. Then you've obviously got things like managed IT costs, licensing, all that good stuff. You can help them out in a spreadsheet and you can template it out for them. Okay, what we got up next here? We're coming to the end actually, so this is the second last one. We'll leave the last one for best. I don't even know what the last one is at this point. So it's just a form. Get staff onboarding right with this new account user setup form. So you could create a form using something like Woohoo. You could put that on your website, and it would be a staff onboarding. So it would be for that company's HR department or whoever does the hiring and the onboarding. You could have a form created for them specifically for all of the IT requirements, what access levels they need, access to SharePoint, do they need VPN, all that type of thing. You could template that out, and just as an example for them, they say, hey, this is the form that we use. Here, you can use the same one if you want, if you're doing the IT yourself or whatever. And then finally, we've got the guide. This is a really good one. A guide's office is maybe a little bit longer, probably coming in something like a PDF. So how to double your internet speed without changing provider. So that's, I guess that's a really big one, because everyone wants to know how to get faster internet. So there could be 4 or 5 things about how to do that. So you maybe want to go into something like making sure you've got decent access points, decent coverage for Wi-Fi around the office. Then you maybe want to limit the client connection to those Wi-Fi devices, so people weren't, hammering the internet when they're watching Netflix in the toilet or some crazy nonsense like that. These are just examples more than anything else, but these are lead magnets that you could use on your own website, and you could drive targeted traffic from LinkedIn. So that's just some examples, as I say, and it's something that we help with at IT Rockstars. We provide you this 3-step formula. We show you how to do it. So we show you how to actually do the content. Let me bring myself back here. There we go. So we show you how to target the audience, on LinkedIn, target the right people. That's just a video. It's very straightforward on how to do it. The sort of where the most work is actually coming up with this content. So that's what we provide you. We provide you with white label content, and then we also provide you with a lead magnet, which is either a PDF, an infographic, or something like that. Something like I've just told you about, which is in my book. And then when that person downloads the lead magnet or interacts with the post on LinkedIn, that is your opportunity to pick up the phone. Don't do it obviously immediately, and say, hey, John, I noticed you downloaded our lead magnet, or I noticed you commented or liked our post on LinkedIn. You want to meet up for a coffee, find out a little bit more about each other's business, and that kicks off the offline relationship. That kicks off your sales process, which, that's different for everyone. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to find out more about IT Rockstars and what we do, check out www.itrockstars.co.uk. Anyway, it's been great, and everyone keep warm over the next few days. I'll catch you later. Bye.